Hello everyone, I'm High Treason, a little bit echoed here, and that's because I'm in this place here, which is where I will be moving to. You can see the kitchen has a crappy extension, and I'm not really a fan of that, but I mean, yeah, a bit of a oh shit, I keep forgetting to stick to that. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to replace this kitchen, I guess. And, I don't mind you seeing out that window. You might be able to figure out what estate it is, but I don't think I'll figure out where it is. You notice that slab under there? Well, what would have been there, and I know it was there just before I got here, it was a boiler called the Mexico. They were a little square upright thing, very simple, quite old, they don't make them now. But I would have kept gas just for that. Of course, tearing this out's going to be hard because they've actually hole sawed for the gas pipe, so I can't just pull this out. I'm going to have to cut things away. It's quite annoying. See if I can, it's going to be disconnected, and I'll find out what the rules are, because I don't really want to fork out for a gas man. I'm thinking I may move the kitchen over here, because obviously this will be coming out. I do have drain valves this time, it's going to make my life a lot easier. And yeah, in flies, never think of those in here, and there's quite a lot of them. But yeah, where I'm stood now is where my old living room would be in comparison to this house. Now I have to be careful here because I've got nothing up at my window, but that's going to tell you that this living room is going to be substantially smaller than the old one. Obviously we have a cupboard under the stairs, and I don't know why it's there. I don't like key meters. Again, that changed to some of that's not a smart meter, is going to be a pain in the arse. I refuse to have one of those. But let me back up, see what we're looking at. Well, that's as far back as I can go. It's not the largest room in the land. I don't turn much further because I don't want you seeing out the window. But it's not a huge room, is it? My sofa doesn't fit in here, I've measured, so I'll be sleeping on particle board from the, yeah, this is particle board. That's literally what the flooring is in these places. Just keep that on track. So that's that dealt with. Yeah, hallway. Obviously, you've seen all the shitty plastic covers they use. I've already started taking this out, but that's not brick. My neighbour's on the other side of that, so there's only a sheet of plaster separating me and the house next door, which I'm not keen on. It smells a bit like a high school in here, I think it comes through from there. And when you've got such a dinky house, you ain't got enough room to run the stairway any further that way, so it's on the corner. That shit, I really don't know when that became an acceptable work practice. So this room, what is this? Well, have you ever been arrested in the UK? You'd get an extra 6 inches. This room's 7.5 by like 6 or something. So I'll say 6 by 8. Might just fit a bed in here, I guess. People aren't going to be happy. What the hell is that? Bomb cosmetic midnight mess. Oh, I'm not cleaning that. I'm not decorating, I don't have the kind of coins to do that. We have a bathroom, which is of little use to me. But look at this shit. They tore all my windowsills out. So, yeah, I'm not good enough at woodwork to replace them, but I'm not using this plastic shit. This ain't even windowsill, this is for the overhang on the eaves. God damn it. I'll just drop that. And we have a room over here which requires similar filming practices to the living room. You can see those boxes took up just a corner in my old room. And this is smaller than the room downstairs because we have a landing there. So yeah, that's basically it. If I turn the camera any further, we'll be going out of the window. But there's fucking damage to my floor. That is record. That just there's an inch hole. Although I'm not sure what they've had there. I mean, I know the wiring's awesome because you know you're supposed to just bring out on the skating board like that, but I took that off. I don't know who's put it back on. Having said that, I opened that and I don't know who's closed it. I think maybe a workman's been in. I think, yeah, it's just a shit job of everything, really. But yeah. And at least I get a closet. But what's irritating is this is where my cylinder would have been. And it was still wet when I got here. Got all those fucking plasterboard walls. Hate them. Absolutely hate them. Oh, I'm going to have to remember to blur that because it's got my address on there. But yeah, they've put that piece of shit in, which is annoying because it's going to cost a fortune to have removed. I don't have gas, so it's just in my way. You know, they knew about this, but I mean, that's not going to stop them. Look at the state of that shit. Who the fuck does that shit? They've left me the timer here for the cylinder, but it's digital, so I'll have to get rid of putting all the economy 7 timer in there or something. And they've left the water tank in the loft, but it's plastic, so I'll be having nothing to do with that. Seems like it's leaked at some point, actually. It's probably why there's a faint smell of damp in here. But yeah, this place, on the dimensions is generally smaller than the other place was, but makes more efficient use of space. Not compared to the house I'm in now, but certainly compared to the one I nearly ended up in. But there's no way back out of this. This is where I'm moving to. And I can't be dishonest with you, this is going to impact things. I mean, you know, my ability to actually create videos has been, to be honest, I've been inches away from turning it as trash anyway, because I'm a bit tired of all the drama that goes on, and I can't deal with it anymore. But yeah, no matter what, I'll get the mystery board video done somehow. But past that point, I just don't know at this stage. Like, I don't know anymore. I really don't. And it's bugging me. I mean, I've put so much fucking work into this. And it's really the last thing I've got left, this stuff. You know, I used to be out on my bike all the time. I had friends and fucking shit to do, and could go down the ice arena, and I can't do it anymore because of my health. So this was really about the last thing I had left, and now I've pretty much got to give that up as well. And it pisses me off, it really does. This place at least does seem in decent shape. It's a council bodge jobs, but I mean, that's every council house is going to have problems like that. Quite a few of them I'm just going to ignore, or just get rid of entirely. But there doesn't seem to be anything structurally wrong with it, so yeah. The only thing concerning me is I haven't found anything major wrong with it anyway, actually, which does bug me, because there's always something with council houses where they're about an inch from failure in some way, and I haven't found that yet, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. But no doubt we'll figure it out sooner or later. Anyway, I guess I'll get the hell out of here, because I need to go home and keep fucking around with stuff to bring here. But, yeah, for fuck's sake, I'm not going to get any bloody sleep in this place, I'm not. Well, hi Treason, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again at some fucking point. Fuck knows, I just don't know anymore, I gotta be honest. Well, something a bit weird's going on here. Because I was laid here on my sofa and I had something go bang in that general direction, so I was like, oh god, that power supply's finally give up. Please don't have killed the hard drives or anything. But it doesn't appear to be the case, it's still going, nothing smells funny, or funnier than it usually does around here. So, I don't know, I just carried on with what I was doing, because I'm like, well, it's probably not important, you know, it's getting very warm in here, there's a few empty bottles around, they're probably just expanding. But I've come out here for, well, to use the bathroom basically. I can't really... There's a buzzing sound. I can't quite figure out where it's coming from. My electric meter's in there, but I can't get to it, and it doesn't seem to be coming from that way. It seems to be this way. But then by the time I get to about here, it's like I've gone past it, because I thought, well, it probably just sounds like buzzing. It's probably the valve in the back of the bog tank. You know, everything's probably going to break in the last couple of weeks here. That appears to be fine, that ball valve there. Yeah, no, it's cheap, nasty shit this, isn't it? There's not much point in putting that back on, right? Seems to be like here somewhere. There's a light fit in there, but that bulb went ages ago. So you can hear it. Now there'll be nothing running up there, there's the showers up there, but that's all off. Breaker's still live for it. Could shut the breaker off, I guess. But what's weird, the frequency of that sounds like the frequency my power supply has been bitching with. It definitely don't sound like the meter cupboard to me. Still, I guess I can go in there and have a look. But it sounds more like it's coming from above. But I don't have an explanation for why that would be happening. But I guess I have to get in there, because if it is something to do with the meter, and it's gone the other side where there's no fuse, my house could go up in flames, so I guess I've got to, really. But it's horrid in there, and it's dark, and I don't like the dark. Luckily, I'm not scared of spiders, so I mean, at least that's not a factor, but I suppose I should update on the situation. This was piled high to the ceiling in here, and I'm sorry I didn't get a shot of it, but the priority was moving everything. I can't find a problem anywhere, and it's just annoying, my fucking light bulb's blown, like, what the hell? But, that's my old Rotel amp, the fucker still works. I'd like to have that hooked up actually, and to build some speakers for it perhaps. But I can't find anything wrong with any of the wiring, the noise has stopped. And the only thing I can think, because I couldn't hear it upstairs, bloody concept of my cartoon I think. I'll look at that in a second. These old cans of Dr Pepper down here, one of them was leaking the other week, and I figured if they got knocked it might escape from the hole and sound like that, but I don't know, but I can't find it. So the only other thought is it might be up there, but then there's a smoke detector up there, so I guess we just have to hope it works. There's one of the membrane covers off my old CZ1000, my original one down there. All the other stuff I just took out, mostly the interesting stuff. But you know, I complained about the meter in the other house and the other house. Well, yeah, because that's a real electric meter. That's what electric meters are meant to be like. And look at the goddamn switch and the cabling on that fucker. Yeah, that's a real meter. You could abuse that fucker all day. It don't even get warm. probably draw close to 200 amp before it blows. In fact, I'd put money on being able to do that. I'm not going to try. I need a reading, so I'm going to try and get one before I get out of here for the day. So, kilowatt hours, 51562, and maybe they'll actually listen to me this time. This one, it doesn't look like the thing's spinning. You know, maybe my electric meter broke down. Wouldn't that suck? Yeah, it's an old mech meter, there's a little gizmo in it that spins. They're pretty simple. You used to be able to cheat if you connected a transformer in a certain way. I don't advocate this, but it's very illegal and very lethal. And of course I've never done any such thing. But yeah, if you connected a transformer a certain way, you could actually lift the voltage a bit and get the current to go backwards through the meter and it'd run down. So yeah, interesting little tidbit for you. And there was another interesting fact about these. But yeah, they're old technology now. I doubt they fit them like that now, they're all digital crap. But yeah, there was something else I was going to say about the way they operate, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Fuck knows. But yeah, on this estate, what used to happen a lot, and I don't think it was the only place, and again, I'm not advocating it, and certainly never had any part in such things, of course. What you used to do was you'd disconnect yourself from the grid and connect it to a lamppost. Saves on the bills, doesn't it? That all seems to be in order, so I don't know what to make of that. It's clocked up a lot of kilowatt hours, that meter, thinking about it, if that's what that's measuring. Bloody hell, how much bloody power has that thing given since it was put in? My lamp stuck. Piece of shit. How's that going to look if somebody looks through my damn window? Got it. Right, that's it.